The Scottish Highlands was, for centuries, a culturally and linguistically separate part of the British Isles. The language that was spoken here was Gaelic, and an accent that Glaswegian people fucking hate. But the thing that most separated the Highlands from the Lowlands was the clan system. That's clan with a C, not a K. Unless, of course, you're one of Donald Trump's Scottish descendants. The clan system, on the face of it, is a feudal system. The clansmen pay rent in kind and service to their spiritual leader, the clan chieftain. It's the same model that Russell Brand adopts with his supporters. But Highlanders, we get very angry at the suggestion that the clan system was a feudal system, because what underpins the clan system is the mythological belief that everyone in the clan shares a common ancestor, a kind of Somerled or Boris Johnson type character that was just really good at spreading their seed. Because everyone in the clan is descended from the same bloodline, everyone in the clan has a right to the land. And the clan chieftain is not some land proprietor. He is a figure who's supposed to look out for his clansmen, for his people. However, as the commercialisation of British society continued in the 18th century, many Highland chieftains were quick to drop their traditional obligations to their clansmen in favour of chasing profits in an attempt to be accepted into the British state. They went full Nick Clegg, basically. After the defeat of the supposedly Highland Jacobite army at Culloden in 1746, many of the estates of the Jacobite chieftains who had come out in support of the cause were forfeited by the British government, and the tenants who lived there were removed from their homes and replaced with large-scale enclosed farms designed to create economic surpluses and, in the case of Jeremy Clarkson, to hide inheritance tax. Over the next century, thousands of Highlanders would be forcibly removed from their homes in favour of agrarian improvements that were deemed entirely benevolent by a British government who viewed the Highlanders as clannish, barbaric savages. By replacing tenants with large-scale farms and probably most famously sheep, the British state was allowing the Highland chieftains to become more civilised members of British aristocratic society and engage in more civilised practices such as, sticking their dick in a dead pig's mouth. In May 1752, on the annexed Jacobite estate of the Stewarts of Appin, the Crown Factor of the estate, Colin Campbell of Glenure, was assassinated while on his way to remove tenant families from their homes. After the shots ran out, the lone gunman escaped undetected up the hillside here on the banks of Loch Linnhe. Despite the fact that nobody saw who Campbell's assailant was, the man who was deemed to be responsible for his death was James Stewart of the Glen, the brother of the Appin Stewart clan chieftain. He was tried on nothing more than circumstantial evidence. His trial took place not in Edinburgh but in Inverary, the seat of the powerful Duke of Argyll, head of the pro-government clan Campbell. At Stewart's trial, 11 of the 15 jurors were Campbell clansmen, and one of the prosecuting advocates was none other than Simon Fraser, the son of the Jacobite chieftain who had taken the Fraser clan out on the Jacobite side in 1745. The symbolism here was very, very clear. Nothing was going to stand in the way of the necessary modernisation and improvement of the Highlands. James Stewart's guilt, whether real or apparent, was predetermined. His trial was not a trial of a Highlander, it was a trial of the Highlands itself. The government was making it very, very clear that the old ways of life in the Highlands were done forever. James Stewart, he was hanged and his body was displayed in public for 3 years at the entrance to the Ballachulish ferry, where the current Ballachulish Bridge exists to this day. A very prominent and devastating reminder that the Highland way of life was gone forever.
On the south side of the bridge exists a memorial to James the Glen, known pointedly as the Last Highlander Memorial. Bran and I also took a walk up to the bothy at Glendura, which is said to mark the spot where James of the Glen was born.